I want to talk about, well, let's go back, let's render again here. The snow color that I have is kind of dull, so I want to brighten that up a little bit. I want to add a color to the trees, and this, by the way, this composition, this is not a composed shot here, so like we're going to be moving stuff around and everything else. In fact, that's part of your assignment, is to create a nice composition. But there's a couple things. Color to the trees. The snow is a very dull, ugly color, and the sky needs to be darker. And maybe I'll deal with the sky in a second video, or in the next video. But let's make a material for the trees. And there's one issue I forgot to mention here. So double click down here, make a new material, MAT. Let's call it tree, and color channel is selected, so no mystery. We'll make a nice green tree. So turn up the saturation a little bit. That we do not want a lime green tree. We want like a nice, like rich dark tone, maybe heading towards the blue end of the spectrum. Brightening it up a little bit. Again, this is kind of a cartoony, happy little scene. So I mean, the colors can be a little bit saturated. But there's one thing just because I simply forgot to mention, when we make a material, the color and reflectance channels are enabled, which is fine, especially with like something with like snow or the coal eyes or the candy cane. Some reflectance is a good thing. But if we click on reflectance, what's going on here is this specular, which basically means shiny. And there's lots of different choices under specular, but don't mess with those for right now. Just keep it at the default blend legacy. And we can change the intensity of the specular. Like if it was like a metallic object, we can increase the specular strength up so it has more of a severe shine, but let's not do that. I'm going to keep it back at the default of 20. My point is, for the tree, I don't want any specular on this. I don't want any reflectance on it. So I'm going to disable that channel for the tree. So only the color channel only, and it has a completely different character to it now. So green color, disable reflectance, close it. Now we can you can just drag and drop the color right onto the tree. If I go into my object manager, I see I was a little bit sleeping at the switch here. I forgot I should group my trees, but then again, there's no rule that says that you can't have different colors for different trees. But anyway, so I'm just going to drag and drop the tree material on this nice tree that I made earlier that I like, with the nice proportions, and hit the quick render and just check out what it looks like here. And that looks pretty cool, let's see what else I want to do here. Oh, the color of the snow is too dull. So down here in my materials manager, I'm going to double click on my snow material. I am going to keep reflectance. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like a nice shine or shimmer. Enabling the color channel. The value, I'm going to increase the value. And if you remember, I went all the way to 100% with my candy cane. I went a little bit less than that, so I'm going to go 95%. I could, if I wanted to, again, add just the tiniest hint of blue. I don't know if that's a great idea because I don't want to wash out my snowman. But here's what I got. I'm going to add 5% of this blue, and my value is at 95%, so you can look at those values. I think it might be a little bit more interesting with just that 5% hint of light blue. So do that, and then it should have updated. We don't have to drag and drop the snow material on there, and again, because the material is already on the snow. So let me, it's on our landscape. Okay, so let me hit the render view, see what we got going on here. That looks much better. That looks a heck of a lot better. Okay, so the snow material, which is applied to our landscape object, those are the parameters I'm using, so that's cool. The sky object, we're going to try something different. We're going to add a cloud texture to it, and we'll do that in the next video.